In this video, we will learn how to calculate arithmetic mean in cumulative frequency distribution. If you recall, there are two types of cumulative frequency distribution. One is more than type and another is less than type. So, we will see one by one in each type how to calculate arithmetic mean. First of all, we will see in more than type. So this is more than type of frequency distribution. So if there is a question in which we have to calculate arithmetic mean, then first of all we will change this frequency distribution into normal frequency distribution. So for that we will x here and which will be class interval, and corresponding to it we will write some frequency. So for that, if we see, so there is the thing that more than 10 the frequency is 50. So it will be, and then the next value is more than 20, it is 46. So, and there is the gap of 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. These values are written. So there will be a gap of 10 in the class interval. So we will write it as 10 to 20. So for more than 10 the frequency is 50 and for more than 20 the frequency is 46. So for 10 to 20 it will be 50 minus 46. So frequency will be 4. Then for more than 20 the frequency is 46 and for more than 30 the frequency is 40. So if we calculate for the next class interval, which will be 20 to 30, then for this the frequency will be 46 minus 40, which will be 6. Then in this way we can calculate further, which will be 30 to 40. It will be 40 minus 20, which will be 20. Then it will be 40 to 50. For this we will write 20 minus 10 will be 10 here. Then next will be 50 to 60, for which frequency will be 10 minus 3, which will be 7 here. And for more than 60, which we will consider 60 to 70. Why? Because there is a gap of 10. And the class width is 10 in every class interval. So we will take, for more than 60, we will take the cases 60 to 70. We will assume that class width is again 10 here. So we are considering here that it is 60 to 70, and corresponding to it the frequency will be 3. Here summation f will be 50. Then we will calculate mid value here, which will be for 10 to 20 it will be 15. For 20 to 30 the mid value will be 25. Then for 30 to 40 mid value will be 35, and so on. So it will be 45 here, 55, and then 65. Then we will assume any value as our assumed mean. So let's say it is 35. We are considering 35 as our A. So in the next step we will calculate D. So D will be M minus A. So 15 minus 35 will be D. So in this case it will be minus 20. Then 25 minus 35 will be minus 10, and 35 minus 35 will be 0. 45 minus 35 will be 10. 55 minus 35 will be 20. Then 65 minus 35 will be 30. Then we will calculate D dash here. So we will take 10 as our common factor. So D dash will be D upon C. We are taking 10 as the common factor. So minus 20 divided by 10, which is common factor. So minus 20 divided by 10 is equal to 2, minus 2. so it will be minus 2 here. Then minus 10 divided by 10 is equal to minus 1, and so on. We can calculate d dash. It will be 0 here, 1, then 2, then 3. Next thing, we will calculate fd dash. So fd dash will be f, which is 4 here, and d dash is minus 2. So 4 multiplied by minus 2 will be minus 8. Then 6 multiplied by minus 1 will be minus 6. Then 20 multiplied by 0 will be 0. Then 10 multiplied by 1 will be 10. Then 7 multiplied by 2 will be 14. Then 3 multiplied by 3 will be 9. So this is fd dash. Now we have to sum all these values. This will be minus 14, and this value will be 33. So 33 minus 14 will be 19. So summation fd dash is equal to 19 here. So now we will solve this by putting all these values in the formula. So this is the formula, and if we put the values of a here, that is 35 plus summation fd dash, that is 19, and the summation f is 50 multiplied by common factor, which is 10. So if we cancel these values, so it will be 35 plus 19 divided by 5. It means 35 plus 3.8, which will be 38.8. So this is the answer. So in this way we can calculate arithmetic mean in more than type of cumulative frequency distribution. This is another type of frequency distribution, another type of cumulative frequency distribution, but it is of less than type. Here you can see that here the word is below. It means it is written here as below 10, and frequency is 15, then 20, it is 35, but it is the same thing. It can be below. You will see that the word can be below, or another word can be used here, that is less than. So less than or below will refer the same thing. So it can be in the question like that, less than 10 means it can be like this, less than, and frequency less than 10, 20, so frequency is 15 and 35. So this thing and this thing both are the same case. The word is different but meaning is the same. So to solve this question, first of all we have to change this into normal frequency distribution. So for that we will make class interval and frequency. So the thing is written, it is written as below 10. So the next is below 20, then below 30. So and there is a gap of 10. So below 10 means 0 to 10. We are assuming again the width of 10, because we are seeing here that there is a gap of 10. So it will be 0 to 10, and corresponding to it frequency will be 15. Then below 20 frequency is 35, and below 10 the frequency is 15. So for 10 to 20 the frequency will be 35 minus 15, that will be 20. Then below 30 the frequency is 60, and below 20 the frequency is 35. So for 20 to 30 the frequency will be 60 minus 35, which will be 25. Then below 40 frequency is 84, and below 30 the frequency is 60. So for 30 to 40 frequency will be 24. Then below 40 frequency is 96, and below 40 frequency is 84. So for 40 to 50 frequency will be 12. In the similar way, for 50 to 60, frequency will be 31. For 60 to 70, frequency will be 71, because 198 minus 127 will be 71. And below 80, frequency is 250, and below 70, frequency is 198. So for 70 to 80, frequency will be 250 minus 198 is equal to 52 here. So if we sum all these values of f, we will get the value of summation f, which will be 250. So this is summation f. Now we have to calculate mid values. So here for 0 to 10, mid value will be 5, because 0 plus 10 divided by 2 will be 5. Then for the next class interval, mid value will be 15, then 25, 35, 45, 55, 65 and 75. So these are all the mid values. Then we will take any of these values as our assumed mean. So let's take 35 as assumed mean, and then we will calculate d here. So d is m minus a. So 5 minus 35 will be minus 30. Then 15 minus 35 will be minus 20. Then 25 minus 35 will be minus 10. 35 minus 35 will be 0 here. Then 45 minus 35 will be 10. 55 minus 35 is equal to 20. 65 minus 35 is equal to 30. 75 minus 35 will be 40. So this is the value of d. Then we will calculate d dash here. D dash means d upon c. So we will take 10 as a common factor. Minus 30 divided by 10. 10 is the common factor. So minus 30 divided by 10 will be minus 3 here. Then minus 20 divided by 10 will be minus 2. Minus 10 divided by 10 will be minus 1. Similarly, it will be 0. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the value of d dash. Then we will calculate fd dash, which will be 15 multiplied by minus 3 is equal to minus 45. Then 20 multiplied by minus 2 will be minus 40 here. Then 25 multiplied by minus 1 will be minus 25. Then 24 multiplied by 0 will be 0. 12 multiplied by 1 will be 12. 31 multiplied by 2 will be 62. 71 multiplied by 3 will be 213. It is 213. Then 52 multiplied by 4 will be 208. If we sum all these values, then we will get summation fd dash, which will be 385. So this is the value of fd dash. Now we will write the formula for arithmetic mean. X bar is equal to a plus summation fd dash upon summation f multiplied by common factor c. So a is 35 plus summation fd dash is 385 divided by summation f, which is 250 multiplied by common factor, which is 10. So if we cancel these values, then it will be like this. Then if we cancel this value with 5, then it will be 77 and it will be 5. So it will be 35 plus 77 divided by 5. So it will be 35 plus, so it will be, if we simplify this value 77 divided by 5, then we can write it as 75 plus 2 divided by 5. So it will be further written as 75 divided by 5 plus 2 divided by 5. So if we cancel this value, then it will be 15. So 35 plus 15 plus 2 divided by 5 will be 0.4. So if we add all these values, we will get the value of arithmetic mean as 50.4. So this is our value of arithmetic mean. One thing I was trying to simplify that how this 77 divided by 5 will be solved, then you can simplify it in this way, that 75 plus 2 by 5. So because 77 is 75 plus 2, you can easily divide 75 by 5, because in the table of 15 5s are 75. That is why it can be written as 75 plus 2. So then it will be easy to simplify it. We can simplify it as 75 by 5 plus 2 by 5. So it will be easier to calculate here. That is why I have done this. Otherwise, you can normally divide 77 by 5 and you will get the same value as 15.4. But here I have bifurcated 77 into two parts, that is 75 and 2. So this type of thing you must also consider or think, so that you can calculate in an easier way. So anyway, this was the way of calculating arithmetic mean in less than type of cumulative frequency distribution.